Now, I know I shouldn't say this so early on in Season 4, but I think we could be looking at a Chelsea team that is both a Premier League winner and a Champions League winner in the same season if everything goes right this year. Hello guys and welcome back to episode 28 of Rebuilding the Bridge. I'm Jake and today we've got the first episode of Season 4. That's right, we still have a job thanks to our Champions League win last season, which was an amazing end to Season 3. In this video I'm going to be showing you our summer transfers and then quickly show you the form that we've had up until this point, because we are a few games into the season right now, and then we will play Fulham. So it's probably going to be about 10 minutes long, so I'm going to have to try and zoom through everything as fast as I can, show you all the transfers that we've done, and hopefully make it more entertaining for you guys by speeding up a bit more and not going into too much detail about everything. So to begin with, I'll show you the transfers that we've made this season and how we've improved the team going into this fourth season, looking to win the league and maybe even try and win the Champions League again, which would be amazing. So without further ado, let's get into the transfers. So the first two transfers aren't very important ones, only 3 million and 4 million each. They're not joining until next season. They're both young players for the academy that are coming in. As you can see, you've got one guy here, he's an Argentinian centre-back, Diego Herrera. You probably won't see much of him. Like I am just buying a lot of players for the sake of like selling them on for profit eventually because my board want me to do that. So this is one guy we're bringing in from Atletico Tucumán. I don't know. I think it's Argentinian. He looks good. Another guy that we signed was Alberto Beltram. He's again an Argentinian, coming for 4 million from San Lorenzo, and he looks like a very good player. My scouts were going mad about him, as you can see. Looks like he's going to be a very good player in the future, so we have brought him in too. But again, they'll come in at the start of next season. I doubt you guys will ever still be watching by the time these guys are 20, 21 and able to play for us. So yeah, they're not too important. They're coming in maybe for profit, maybe they'll make it. So our first big signing of the summer was Eduardo Camavinga for 104 million from Real Madrid, recommended to me by one of the guys in the comments. His name I'm not sure how to pronounce. It's like Reyes but with an X after the R. So thanks to him for getting in touch and showing his support. We have signed him. He's 104 million. He's looking like a brilliant player. So we did sign him. He was our biggest transfer this summer. He slots into the midfield kind of as a Jorginho replacement. He plays as a defensive deep line playmaker. He's straight into our first team at the age of 19, already playing for the French national team. Bit Paul Pogba-ish, I would say. He's a very good player. He's already 4-star, potential to be 5-star, left-footed, so he fits in perfectly on the left side. And he's been brilliant since he's joined us. Just so solid in the midfield, and considering he's only 19, you would never have guessed it. He's got great stats all round. He's just a beast of a player. Coming from Real Madrid, we tried to get him from Rennes, which is where he started at. He went to Real Madrid, and about 2 seasons later, about now, we were able to pick him up. So yeah, looking like a good player for our team. Our next big signing was a left-back, Alex Grimaldo, and I'll show you why we had to sign him in a second. This guy he is now my favourite player in the team. He's been amazing. He's got amazing stats. And from left-back, I mean, I used to play left-back in real life when I used to play football, only for like crappy Sunday league teams, but you know, still, I like left-backs. And he's been a great player, and you can see at the bottom here, he's scored, he's assisted, he's got player of the matches as well. He's just been brilliant for us. I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, he's just been a standout player. He's just so good in the game. He is our first choice left back now. He is brilliant. Ian Maatsen is his backup, and I'll get into what happened to Emerson in a second. But yeah, he's coming from Benfica for 43 million. And the other player that we signed for the first team was Alessandro Bastoni from Inter Milan for £66 million. He is to replace Christensen, who, as you know, from last season left us on a free to PSG, meaning we needed a fourth choice centre back, and we have gone for Bastoni. He's a left-footed centre back, which we didn't have. Italian, playing for the Italian national team. 3 stars, potential to be 4-star. He's only a backup, but he's a very good one. He's still looking for fitness, so I haven't really played him too much yet. He played in the Cup, and that was it. So there is Bastoni. We spent a fair bit of money on only a few players, but I think they're very good quality players. And at the stage right now, we don't really need to buy too many. I think we have a very good team, and we just need to actually buy people who improve the team. And I think we've done that with these guys. And then another player we signed was Giuliano from Corinthians. This is just a player for the future again. We spent a lot of money on him to get his release clause. He looks like a very good potential centre-back. And yeah, he's at the club. We loaned him back to Corinthians for the length of the season, so we won't be seeing anything of him this year. But he does look like a good little player, and I'm happy to have him around. We did lose Emerson to PSG for 56 million, so once I saw that Benfica would let us get Grimaldo for 43 and PSG were interested in Emerson, it was a no-brainer for me. Grimaldo is a better player than Emerson, both stats-wise and rating-wise, and he's younger. So Emerson goes out for 56 million. He's been great for us, and Grimaldo comes in for 43 million. So good bit of business there. Now we have 3 strikers this season: Haaland, Xerxes, and then Marcus Leonardo as the reserve striker, meaning that we had no space in our team for Timo Werner or Tammy Abraham. both who wanted first team football. I couldn't offer it to either of them because Xerxes and Haaland are so good. So we sold them both. Werner for a very good price of 51 million to Leverkusen, and Tammy Abraham for 36 million, potential to be 44 million, which I'm sure it will be because it's like once he plays 50 games or something like that, to Napoli. And we also sold Loftus-Cheek for 40 million to Stuttgart. He didn't really have a place in our team and he wanted first team football. He was getting a bit older. I didn't want to lose him because he is an academy product like Tammy Abraham, but I was never going to use him and I'd rather him play somewhere else. Then we sold a few little players like Castillo, Nati, Chalobah for about a combined total of roughly about 10 million, and we lost Christensen on a free, and that was the main bit of the transfer business. It does mean that our team now looks like this. We have Kepa in goal still. As much as I've looked for replacements for Kepa, there isn't that many improvements on him. I mean, I've looked at Gianluigi Donnarumma, but I don't want to pay 50 extra million for someone who's only half a star better. And yeah, Arrizabalaga, Kepa, he's done a great job for us over the season, so I'm happy to have him here. Grimaldo, Upamecano, Tomori and Reece James is a new look defence. Camavinga, Havertz and Kovacic are the main choice midfielders. This is usually Mason Mount, but Mason Mount is suspended right now for 3 games after a horrible red card in one of the matches that I'll talk about in a second. Then we have Pedri, Pulisic, that obviously could be Sancho and Hudson-Odoi depending on the game, and Xerxes up front because Haaland is injured. So pretty much the standard team. It's just that Camavinga and Grimaldo have slotted in, and Bastoni is now a backup centre-back for us. Pretty similar to last season. In terms of what we've done since the start of the season, we smashed it in all of our friendlies. We then beat Wolves on the first game of the season 2-1. We did well in that game. Havertz has been brilliant this season as well, our best player so far. I love watching Grimaldo, but in terms of performance, it's Havertz. In terms of goals and assists, he's been brilliant. So 2-1 against Wolves. We then finally beat Liverpool. We beat them 3-0 in the league. It was an amazing game. And I think we finally cemented ourselves as probably the best team in the division right now and hopefully favourites to win the title. So yeah, 3-0 against Liverpool. They've dropped quite a lot of points at the beginning of the season, which I'm very happy about. We then beat Man United in penalties in the Super Cup, which we're very happy with to get a bit of extra silverware. Beat Leeds 4-1 in the Premier League, Blackburn 4-0, Everton 4-0 in the Cup, and then Arsenal 3-2 in the Premier League. After having a player sent off in the 26th minute, we still went on to score 3 goals and beat Arsenal 3-2. So that was a great performance. We have got Fulham today. Our Champions League group that we got drawn was a tough one. We've got Real Madrid, Inter Milan and Mainz. They are the team that are performing way above themselves in the Bundesliga in this Football Manager save and have been doing consistently. Got themselves into the Champions League and now are progressing even more to maybe even challenge for the Bundesliga title. So it's a tough Champions League group. But we are just going to be playing the Fulham match today, and the team for that Fulham match is the one that I showed you here. It's already been picked. Like I say, Mount is suspended. I think Sancho's tired from international duty. Hudson-Odoi is not fully match sharp yet, and Haaland is injured too. So this is the team we're going with today. Hopefully we can get the win, and let's get straight into it. And we are off here in the game. We would be looking to win this match. It should be a fairly easy one for us, really. It's a derby, technically, a London derby against Fulham. But, you know, Fulham haven't been around in the Premier League for a long time, really. So it doesn't have too much importance. But, you know, it's a win that we need to get against a kind of rival. So we'll definitely look for the 3 points here and hopefully cement our place at the top of that league, where we're putting a good few points between us and Man City right now, as we already have an attack with Reece James on the right-hand side. He finds Pulisic. Pulisic into Xerxes. Xerxes scores. His 5th goal of the season already, Xerxes. 4-star player, potential to be 5-star, and he's only our backup striker at the age of 21. Brilliant player, playing for the Dutch national team, and he scored within a minute here, and that is a great start to a channel video. We'll see it now as Reece James, as usual, on the right-hand side. He pulled it back to Christian Pulisic. They played well together there. And Xerxes is just... I don't think he even meant that. I don't know what he did, but that's just a typical poacher's finish from Xerxes, and we'll take it for sure. 8 minutes in here, and we have got a free kick with Grimaldo. He's played it in. Xerxes with a shot, and it's saved by the Fulham keeper. He parried it away, and we're coming close again to getting a second goal. Playing really well here so far. So Kovacic does play today because Mason Mount is out. Kovacic and Jorginho, I might have to move on soon because Jorginho has just hit 30 years old, as I think we've just won a penalty. Have we? Yes, we have, and I don't know who takes. Is it Havertz? No, it can't be Havertz. Who is it? It's Xerxes, looking for his second goal of the game, and he gets it. He's going to get a hat-trick this match. I'm calling it. Joshua Xerxes will get a hat-trick. But yeah, Jorginho has just hit 30, meaning I can't really sign a new contract with him, and his contract runs out, not at the end of this season, but at the end of next season. So we might have to look at getting rid of our captain, Jorginho, soon. And Kovacic is also, as you can see, 28, so he's getting on a bit. He's valued very high, though, so if we do ever get a good bid for him, I might consider selling him, because I have identified some midfield replacements for these guys. Right now, I'm very happy with the team, and we're going forward with... We're missing some key players today, but we're still amazing against this Fulham team. We do look like... I think this will be the year where we comfortably win the title. I know we did win it in that first season, and the Champions League, but it was kind of because the other teams were off it. Whereas, as we've seen in the last few seasons, Liverpool and Man City have been brilliant, and really they've been the competition for us and been much better than us too. So it's nice to see that I think now we are not doing this based on luck. So far this season, I know we're only 5 games in, but we've been really good and looking like the kind of team we've been wanting to build for ages. And that's summed up here. 54% possession, 13 shots, 6 on target, and Fulham have barely had one. We're not picking up all the cards like we used to either, which is nice to see because that used to be a big problem, getting players suspended every odd game. So yeah, 2-0 up. Joshua Zirkzee shows so far. We'll look to make some changes on the 60th minute, but it looks like it's going to be a comfortable game. And maybe we can see some of the new guys get a goal here. Maybe Grimaldo or Camavinga can get a goal. And it is Grimaldo on the left side. I think he's just won a penalty. Grimaldo, by the way, he goes past people so easily, like a winger. And we have got a free kick. It wasn't a penalty. It was close to being a penalty. And it's Grimaldo to take the free kick. He's played a nice ball in to Tomori, who's headed it over. But Grimaldo, he just glides past players. I mean, it's great to watch. From a left back too. You'd think he was Jadon Sancho the way he does it. But Fulham do have the ball here, but we've won it back with Kovacic. He's still playing well at the age of 28. He's in his prime now, really. 4-star player. That's just what you'd expect with Kovacic. He's always so solid. And he's just stepped in here and made it look like Mason Mount never existed. I do like playing Mason Mount there, though, because he is I think Success has just been sent off for a foul on Grimaldo. Again, Grimaldo's causing all kind of problems. But with Fulham with 10 men now, we'd really be expecting to win this quite easily. And Havertz hits the post. Havertz's been brilliant this season, like I said. Coming close there. Yeah, like I was saying, I do like playing Mason Mount because he's a natural box-to-box midfielder, so he fits that position well. Plus, he's really good at set pieces, and he's just got such a good delivery on him that's like his key asset to the team. Plus, he's a Chelsea Academy player. It's nice to have him, and he's rated pretty highly on this game, so it's great to have a player like that around. We're going to bring on Hudson-Odoi, Gravenberch on for Havertz, and get Jadon Sancho on too. Some crowd pleasers on the pitch right now. 20 minutes to go now. It should be a really easy match. Hopefully we can make it 3-0 just to make it look a bit better on that record and get a bit extra goal difference because it's been an easy game. They are down to 10 men and Grimaldo plays the ball in here for Zirkzee. I call him getting a hat-trick. I'm regretting it now because it doesn't look like he's going to get it with time running out, but we're keeping him on just in case he can get it. Fulham, though, broke forward and should have scored there. I don't know how he defended that so poorly. We have got a big problem now. Ryan Gravenberch, who just came on, has got injured. I'm hoping it's not a bad injury. Potential foot injury, so he's probably going to be out for a good few weeks. We're just going to have to play like that without an advanced playmaker and just hopefully see the game out. But now Fulham have got an attack, and I would be so fuming right now if Fulham came back and won it after all the good things I've said about us. Even though they're down to 10 men, we should be okay. We've both got 10 men right now. But it's Onomar for Fulham, and he's just hit it wide. Fulham have had a good chance to score 2 goals in the last few minutes. We're a bit complacent here, but again, we've only let 4 shots happen this game. They've just done pretty well with them shots, I'd say. They made them look good. We've had 26 shots. I think we're cruising here. Grimaldo on the left side. What can he do? Can we get a third goal? Zirkzee with a ball into the box. It's headed away from Hudson-Odoi. And, okay, Camavinga's won it back. I thought we was going to get broken on there. Jadon Sancho, he's hit the post. I think we've hit the post 3 times in this game now. Very annoying to see, but, it is what it is. We're still 2-0 up. And it's a comfortable one. Only a few minutes left now. And that'll be a nice start to a Season 4 video. Obviously, I have played a few games, but in terms of videos, this will be a nice, comfortable start. Just a nice win against Fulham in a rival match to keep our place at the top of the league. As Jadon Sancho goes close again there, it looks like it's not going to happen for us, that third goal. And time is slowly edging away, and that is that. A 2-0 win there. Full time. We'll say well done to the boys. Nothing wrong with that. Jody Morris wants me to tell him it's disappointing, but we don't listen to Jody Morris. Ryan Gravenberch is out for 7 to 10 days, so it's not so bad. But that has been the game today. I hope you have enjoyed. In terms of when we'll bring it back for the next game, I think I'll bring it back for this Bournemouth game in October, maybe the Liverpool game in the Carabao Cup, but because it's a Carabao Cup game, I don't think I will. Maybe Bournemouth or Mainz, one of these around here, maybe even a double video, we'll see. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, so I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to hit the like button, comment if you want to get involved down below. I really do like it when you guys get involved in the comments, and it's nice to see you guys are interested in this save. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Right now it is just a Chelsea series every 2 days. But if in this season we win everything and, we're looking like a dominant team, I'm thinking of maybe starting a new save and having the Chelsea save as a save that I play in my free time. And then I'll show you at the end of each season, like a season review, so we can see where the Chelsea squad are now and that kind of thing. But we'll see how we do this season before we get ahead of ourselves yet. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.